So I asked Captain last night, if we stop early, what are you going to do? He says, I'm going to sleep. He slept 11 hours and 45 minutes last night.
And I'm feeling high when I go down from the black shadow.
Welcome back to day 163. I'm Captain.
And I'm Sunshine.
And we're still walking.
And we're still talking. Today, our goal is 10.6 miles from Maine Route 4 to Poplar Ridge Lean-To. We have two 4,000 footers, Saddleback and Horn, and then a smaller one, Little Saddleback. So we got some climbing to do today. I think we're starting out around 2,000, maybe. Some big climbing. Weather looks good today. Warm, not overly warm, but grateful for the warmth we're getting here in mid-September. Captain, do you feel like a new man this morning?
I'm very much still tired, even though I slept a very long time.
11 and a half hours.
It still doesn't feel like that because we were up at 6.
You were...
I need to sleep in until maybe 8.
Until 8?
To actually feel rested.
You know, some kids consider sleeping in 10 and 8 early. So
at this point, I'll take what I can get.
At 6:03, you were, I wouldn't say snoring, but breathing very heavy. And I almost videoed it, but I was too tired. So, yeah, we were beat yesterday. Sleep's really important out here. Really, really important. So, I don't know how long it's going to take us today, to be honest. Our bodies are tired. They're strong, but they're tired. So it's kind of hard to gauge how long it's going to take us. I have a feeling it'll take us about 12 hours, probably about a mile an hour on those hills, an hour for shooting and an hour for breaks. But yesterday we took well more than an hour worth of breaks.
That's for sure.
So I don't know what today's going to look like, but
let's
we're up
get
for
going.
it.
The world is made of ice cream. I can sing and play all day. I wanna feel the rain on my face. To smile through the tears is what makes me real.
I will not admit to it, but right in there
I have no idea what you're talking
is his deodorant. We're an hour into the hike,
No clue what you're talking about.
and he asks me, "Did you brush your teeth this morning? Did you put on your deodorant?"
Funny.
It's okay. It's okay. You can be a
Hilarious.
dirty hiker. It's okay.
Hell no. I remembered my deodorant. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just want you guys to know there's been several times where he hasn't been wearing deodorant.
I remembered my deodorant.
I spent not a lot, but I spent some of my childhood on Saddleback Mountain. I skied. I still ski, but I skied when I was in high school. I wasn't a competitive skier or anything like that. But I would come to Saddleback, Sugarloaf, Sunday River, all the ski slopes in Maine. So I've never visited it without snow. So that'll be interesting to see. Yeah. Apparently, up this blue blaze are the caves, and someone said on Far Out that it is like stacking the best parts of Mahoosic Notch on top of each other and going to climb them or something, in, through, under. We are going to pass on that because we need to get up Saddleback, even though I'm sure Captain is dying to go crawl through things again, right?
Dying.
So there was just a recent comment on one of our videos that said, we are not through hikers because we took time off to go to LA. You're wrong. Sorry. Through hiker by definition is someone who hikes an established long distance trail in its entirety from start to finish in a single hiking season. So we are not officially through hikers yet because we have 200 miles left, But we have hiked the entirety of this trail, or we will have hiked the entirety of this trail when we call ourselves thru-hikers in one hiking season or one calendar year. Did we take time off to do school? Yep. People take time off for injury. For weeks, I met a guy who took a month off for injury. It is not whether you take time off or not, it's whether you hike the entire trail. And we have hiked the entire trail. So, you know, there's different views on this about purists and what is a purist and what, you know, some people believe that you, unless you've carried your bag the whole time, if you slack packed it all, you're not officially a thru hiker. If you have, the definition is if you have physically hiked the entire trail, then you are a thru hiker. You can actually have someone drop you off at the trail every day if you want and go sleep in a bed every night. If you've hiked all the miles, you're still considered a thru hiker. We have not done that, but we have slack packed. We have taken time off for work and school. And I'm not going to let anyone minimize what we've done. We've thru-hiked this whole damn thing, or we will have by the time we complete. We started March 22nd. We will likely finish the middle of October. That is one thru-hiking season. It is one calendar year, and we are damn thru-hikers, period. And on another note, which some of you might find interesting, we have actually caught up to a lot of the people we were hiking with when we got off the trail May 1st to go to LA for Captain to do his exams. So would they not be considered thru-hikers because they were going slow? Or they went to a wedding or a funeral? I don't know why people set out to minimize huge accomplishments, but there's no way I'm allowing that on this channel. No way. This has been the hardest thing I've ever freaking done. And no one is taking away the fact that we thru-hiked this entire trail. We have hiked every blaze, obviously except for the ones we haven't finished yet, but we will have hiked everyone when we finish it.
So, it seems as if we have a bit of a more fancy meal today.
All right, guys, this is a gourmet meal. This is a tomato that my dad brought us when I went to my grandmother's funeral from his garden. Bread, which we never have on the trail. I'm going to put some cheese on it. Some salami. And then I'm going to top it off with this pear, date, and cognac chutney that I found at the store, which is already dipped into it last night. It's fabulous. There is no mess around. We're fine dining these days.
And today we've got this great view to watch as we eat. Such a view. So much to see. Isn't there so much to see?
I'm hoping it's going to burn off because there was another hiker here saying this is the best view from a mountain in Maine. So we're almost to the top of Saddleback. One more mile, we're at the top. And that'll be our first 4,000 peak for the day today.
I'm stuck in space, got a daydream running through my brain every day. Heaven in my denim, world's a bore, but I'm okay anyway. I wanna shake it out, toss my body up and down on a wave. I like it the way I move, I like it the way I move, I like it the way I move, I like it the way I do, I like it the way
Saddleback Mountain, it says the base lodge is 1.7 miles that away. I guess that's where the base lodge for skiing is. I don't think this is a skiing park because I don't see a chairlift. Let me see how high we are. This is a 4,000 footer, so.
There's also no open grassy areas where snow could be.
Oh, well, I think it snows so much it goes right over the rock, no? 4,122 feet. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's get down this baby and then we're going up to the horn. The horn is 4,017 feet. Oh, baby mountain. You ready? I don't know. I think that was lunch we just ate, no? That was second breakfast, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. So that was a false alarm when we thought we were at the top of Saddleback back there. That was just a baby bump. This is actually Saddleback, the top. And we are heading to the Horn, which is 1.7 miles, and Saddleback Junior, which is 3.6. Let's do it.
Welcome to our second 4,000 footer of the day. It's definitely been a while since we've done 4,000 footers. I can feel it. And yeah, 4,041. It's funny. We went from 0 4,000 footers to dozens in the whites, back to 0, and now we're doing more again.
I hate to hold on to the trees, but $3,640 feet, third biggie for the day. All right, let's head down. Poplar Ridge, woo woo! 3,120 feet.
Welcome back to the end of day 163.
It is 7:59. We are ready to go to sleep. We hiked from Maine Route 4 to Sluice, Brook. We were actually going to hike, I think, 10.4 or 10.6 today. We actually ended up hiking 13.4, guys. Captain has a little bit of a headache right now, so we're going to keep it short and sweet. Today felt great today. I was only tired like the last 15 minutes or so. How about you?
Really?
Yeah.
I was tired probably from 3 o'clock onwards.
See, he got too much sleep last night. He slept 11 and a half hours.
Yeah, definitely.
Best part of your day?
The food we had tonight, it was new. I don't know the name of it.
It was peak
Peak.
or something like that.
Peak, like peak MREs.
That was the best part of your day?
Yeah.
The best part of my day were the views today. They were amazing. We saw like 6 lakes. It was just beautiful and gorgeous, and the weather was perfect.
Yeah.
Did you have a worst part of your day?
No. Today was good.
Yeah, I didn't have a worst part either. But you know what's really nice is we came into camp right at 7, and we could smell someone that had a fire going, which is really welcoming and wonderful. And we just kind of followed the smell, which is nice. So there's like probably about 7 other tents here tonight, which is awesome. All Thru-Hikers, I believe.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. We didn't socialize. We just like said hi, put our tent up, ate our food, and got in bed because we're tired and everyone else is tired.
And we're going to fall asleep very shortly.
in like 30 seconds.
So that is where we will call it for today.
The dash.
We will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Wow. It's beautiful. You can barely see the Saddleback ski resort down there. Yeah, would it have been nice to finish this in 5 months and not have to take time off for school and work? Yeah, I mean, frankly, would have been easier. Our bodies took that break in LA, and then we had to kind of retrain our bodies. Our minds came off the trail for a month. Our mind comes off, at least in the beginning, it came off 2 days a week, and we had to go into school and work mode, which is really, really hard. And we're doing that again. So if I was gonna say anything, I would say, this is really challenging doing it this way, but it's the cards we're dealt. He's not done with school and I'm not independently wealthy, and this is where we land. And the point of sharing all this on a vlog is to show people there's many different ways to do this and live a life, and we shouldn't be judging how other people are doing it. Just shouldn't. Unless they're lying, of course. Like if someone says they physically hiked the whole thing and they only hiked 2 states, that's lying, and that's not fair to the people who actually did the work. So there obviously are some asterisks there.